students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you maths for grade 6. Students, in previous class we have started lesson number 9, that is data handling. Okay, so we have seen how we can collect the data and then organize it in different ways. We can organize data by using tally marks and in a table format. Okay, so this makes to collect the large information very easily. This is about data handling. So in today's class we are going to see more about few examples from this type of examples. So we will see. So till now we have seen organizing the data, then pictograph and interpretation of pictograph. So we will solve few examples from exercise 9.1 now. See here. In a mathematics test, the following marks were obtained by 40 students. Arrange these marks in a table using tally marks. Now these are the marks obtained by 40 students. Now we need to arrange this. Okay. Find how many students obtain marks equal to or more than 7. Then how many students obtain marks below 4. Okay. So this is the table wherein students, this is the table which tells us the marks of the students. So we need to organize this and show it in tally marks. So what we do here, this is the marks obtained. So marks starting from 1 to 9 and total students are 40. So we need to see how many students obtain 1 mark. How many students obtain 1 mark? So by seeing this table, see, this is 1 and 2. How many students obtain 1 mark? 2 students. So we are going to show this by tally marks. So 2 lines indicates 2 number of students. Okay. 2 marks are obtained by 3 students. 3 marks are obtained by 3 students. 4 marks are obtained by 7 students. 5 marks are obtained by 6 students. 6 marks are obtained by 7 students. 7 marks are obtained by 5 students. 8 marks are obtained by 4 students and 9 marks are obtained by 3 students. So this is the table. We are showing the marks of the student by using the tally marks, and this data we got from the table given in the question. Okay. So first of all, while writing the answer, we need to draw this table and mark the columns and show the numbers and number of students by using the tally marks. Then after getting this table, there are few questions to be solved. The first question was number of students who obtain marks equal to or more than 7. Okay. We need to find how many students got marks equal to 7 or more than 7. So means from 7, 8, 9 we need to count all the marks. From 7 marks are obtained by 5 students, then 8 marks by 4 students and 9 marks by 3 students. We need to count this, add this, 5 plus 4 plus 3, we get 12. So number of students who obtain marks equal to or more than 7 is equal to 12. Next you can see number of students who obtain marks below 4 is equal to, now below 4 we need to count. So 4 marks, 3 marks, 2 marks, 1 marks are obtained by 7, 3, 3 and 2 students. So 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. How many are those? 8. So number of students who obtain marks below 4 are 8 students. So this is the representation of data by using the tally marks. Now we have one more type of example. Observe here. Following is the choice of sweets of 30 students of class 6. Now class 6 is there are 30 students in the class 6. So this is the choice of sweets. So many of them like laddu, barfi, jalebi and rasgulla. So between these 4 the students have made their choices. So we need to show this again by using tally marks. See, arrange the names of sweets in a table using tally marks. Which sweet is preferred by most of the students? We need to find one question here, and first of all, to find this question we need to arrange the data by using the table. So, sweets, how many sweets do we have? 4, that is laddu, barfi, jalebi and rasgulla. So, laddu is liked by, chosen by how many students? 11 students. Okay. Barfi by 3, jalebi by 7 and rasgulla by 9 students. So, total how many students? 30 students. So, we have the question which sweet is preferred by most of the students. You know, you can observe among 4 sweets which sweet is chosen by most of the students, that is laddu. Yeah. So, laddu is preferred by most of the students, that is 11 students. Catherine threw a dice 40 times and noted the number appearing each time as shown below. Okay. See here, this is the table and here she has threw a dice 40 times and noted the number appearing each time. So, she has thrown the dice 40 times and first time the dice shown the 1 number, then 3, then 5, then 6. In this way, one by one it has shown till, she has thrown it till 40 times. So, make a table and enter the data using tally marks. Find the number that appeared minimum number of times, the maximum number of times, and find those numbers that appear an equal number of times. So, let us see, again we need to show or represent this by using the tally marks. So, in the table, number of dice, number on the dice, so number on the dice are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 1, when she has thrown the dice for 40 times, 1 number has been observed on the dice how many times? 7 times, 2, 6 times, 3, 5 times, 4, 4 times, 5, 11 times and 6, 7 times. Now, we have shown the data by using tally marks. Now, the questions, the number 4 appeared how many times? The number 4 appeared how many times? 4 times. Okay. Then, the minimum number of times, which number has been appeared? 4 number has been appeared 4 times, and then maximum number of times, the maximum number of times 5 number has appeared how many times? 11 times. Then find those numbers that appear equal number of times. Number 1 and number 6 appeared equal number of time, that is 7, that is 7. Okay. Now, we will see about pictograph, representation by using pictograph, or we have to just see the image or the pictograph and then we need to answer the questions. Following pictograph shows the number of tractors in 5 villages. Okay. So, one tractor, image of one tractor indicates one tractor. So, this number or this pictograph shows the number of tractor in 5 villages. In village A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tractors. Village B, 5 tractors. Village C, 8 tractors. Village D, 3 tractors. And village E, 6 tractors. Okay. So, observe the pictograph and answer the following questions. Which village has minimum number of tractors? Which village has minimum number of tractors? By this you can easily observe which has minimum number of tractors, village D. Which village has maximum number of tractors? Can you tell? Yes, village C has the maximum number of tractors, that is 8. Then how many more tractors village C as compared to village B? Village C as compared to village D. How many more tractors does village C have? 1, 2, 3. Village C has 3 more tractors than village B. Okay. Next, what is the total number of tractors in all the 5 villages? Total number of tractors, we need to count all this. Okay. So, we have 28 tractors in all the 5 villages. So, this is the data which is shown in the table in the form of pictograph. By seeing this, we need to answer the questions given. Okay, it's very easy. We'll move to next question. The number of girl students in each class of a co-educational middle school is depicted by the pictograph. Okay, now you can observe this is the pictograph shown for the number of girl students in each class of co-educational middle school. So, first class it has, so one image of a girl indicates 4 girls, 4 girls, it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to multiply this 6 by 4 because 1 indicates 4 girls, 1 indicates 4 girls. So, here the classes are given and here the number of girl students are given per class. Observe the pictograph and answer the following questions. Which class has the minimum number of girls? Okay. See, let us see here. Which class has the minimum number of girl students? Now, you can see where is the minimum here. So, by seeing the image we can clearly see here are the less number of girls. So, one girl it means one image or one girl image it means 4 girls and half indicates half. What is the half of 4? 2. So, 2 girls, half indicates 2. So, here we can see class 8 has the minimum number of girls students, that is 4 and half, it means half of 4, 4 plus 2, 6. So, class 8 has minimum number of girls, that is 6 girls, that is 6 girls. Is the number of girls in class 6 less than the number of girls in class 5? See, class 6 and class 5 we have the girls. So, here we have 4 2s are 8, 8 and 8 plus 2, it means 10. Okay, and here we have 4 4s are 16. So, it means in 5th class we have 10 girls and in 6th class we have 16 girls. Is the number of girls in class 6 less than the number of girls in class 5? Yes, the number of girls in class 6 are more than class 5 girls. How many girls are there in class 7? In class 7 how many girls do we have? 1, 2, 3, 3 4s are 12. So, in class 7 we have 12 girls. Okay. Now, again one more question of pictograph. The sale of electric bulbs on different days of a week is shown below. Now, Monday this many bulbs were sold and Tuesday this many bulbs were sold. Okay. And one bulb indicates 2 bulbs. So, that means on Monday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2s are 12, 12 bulbs are sold and same we need to multiply by 2 to find the number of bulbs sold on Tuesday, Wednesday and more. So, by observing this we need to answer few questions. How many bulbs were sold on Friday? You can see here, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2s are 14. 14 bulbs were sold on Friday. Next, on which day were the maximum number of bulbs sold? On which day? We can see here on Sunday. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 2s are 18. 18 bulbs were sold on Sunday. Next, on which days same number of bulbs were sold? Now, see, Wednesday and Saturday. So, we have here 4 bulbs, 4 2s are 8. So, 8 bulbs were sold. It means same number of bulbs were sold on Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. On which days minimum number of bulbs were sold? Minimum, so we can easily find on Wednesday and Saturday minimum number of bulbs were sold, that is 8. Then last, if one big carton can hold 9 bulbs, how many cartons were needed in the given week. Now we can see total number of bulbs sold in a week. We need to find the total number of bulbs sold in a week. This is a week that starts from Monday to Sunday, and in this total week how many bulbs were sold? 43 bulbs were sold. Okay. So number of cartons needed are 43 multiplied by 2, means how many bulbs do we have? 86 bulbs in total that were sold in a week. So if a carton can fit only 9 bulbs, how many cartons are needed? So 86 divided by 9, we get 9. So near about 10 cartons we need. We need near about 10 cartons. Okay. In a next question, in a village 6 fruit merchants sold the following number of fruit baskets in a particular season. So name of the fruit merchants: Rahim, Lakhanpal, Anwar, Martin, Ranjit Singh and Joseph. So these were the fruit merchants and they sold this many number of fruits. So one fruit basket, it means 100 fruit baskets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it means 4 into 100, 400. Okay. Observe the pictograph, answer the following questions. Which merchant sold the maximum number of baskets? Which merchant sold maximum? Martin. We can see the greatest is Martin. Next, how many fruit baskets were sold by Anwar? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 into 100, 700. Fruit baskets sold by Anwar were 700. The merchant who have sold 600 or more number of baskets are planning to buy a godown for the next season. Can you name them? See, who have sold 600 or more than 600. Now we can say here it is 4, here again it is 3, 4, 5, 550. So Anwar sold more than 600, Martin sold more than 600 and Ranjit sold more than 600. So Anwar, Martin and Ranjit Singh are planning to buy or go down for the next season. Okay. Anwar, Martin and Ranjit Singh have sold 600 or more fruit baskets and planning to buy a go down. Okay, so till now we have seen about the representation of data by using the tally marks, and by seeing the pictograph we solve few examples. Let us move to exercise 9.2. Total number of animals in 5 villages are as follows. Now village A has 80 number of animals, village B 120, village C 90, village D 40, village E 60. Prepare a pictograph of these animals using one symbol, this symbol to be used or to represent 10 animals, and answer the following questions. Okay. Now this example is a type of pictograph wherein the number of animals per village is given. We need to represent this data in a table by using the pictograph. So we can see here, after representation of pictograph we need to find the answer to this given questions. Now see, how many villages do we have? We have 5 villages, A, B, C, D and E. So A has 80 animals. So we need to show one symbol to represent 10 animals. So how many symbols we need to draw? We need to draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tens are 80. So A has 80 animals. Then to show B, B have 120. We need to show 12 symbols. C has 90, we need to show 9 symbols. D has 40, we need to show 4 symbols, and E has 60, we need to show 6 symbols. When we multiply it with 10, we get the exact number of animals. One circle here represents 10 animals. One circle represents here 10 animals. Okay, so this is representation of data by using the pictograph. Now we need to answer the questions by seeing the pictograph. 6 symbols are used. See the first question, how many symbols represent animals of village E? How many symbols for the animals of village E? 6 symbols. So here answer, 6 symbols are used to represent the number of animals in village E. Which village has maximum number of animals? Which village has maximum number of animals? We can see B, village B has maximum number of animals. Okay. Question C, which village has more animals, village A or village C? Village A or village C? Which do have more animals? Yes, village C has more number of animals. Next question, total number of students of a school in different year is shown in the following table. See, 1996 400 students, 1998 535, 2000 472, 2002 600 students, 2004 623 students. Prepare a pictograph of students using one symbol to represent 100 students and answer the following questions. Okay. Now we need to show the pictograph of students using one symbol. So this is the symbol and we need to show the symbol, and one symbol represent 100 students. So let us see. And after that we need to answer the questions, how many symbols represent total number of students for the year 1998. In the same way we have one more question, prepare another pictograph of students using any other symbol, each representing 50 students. Which pictograph do you find more informative from the given information? Okay, we need to draw the pictograph first. See, 1996 we have 400 students, so we have drawn the symbol of 4 symbols and one symbol represent 100 students, that is to be written in the box. 1998 we have 1 2 3 4 5 535 students. You can see 535. So we cannot show that. So we need to draw half of the image. Again 2000 also we have 472, and to represent it in the pictograph we need to draw the half of the symbol. Then 2002 we have 600 students. So we have drawn 6 symbols. 2004 we have 650. So again half we need to represent it. Then questions now. See, how many symbols represent total number of students in 1998? So in 1998 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. It means 6 symbols 5.5, it's half. So we can tell 5.5. Next question, in 2002 how many symbols were there? So 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 symbols represent the total number of students in the year 2002. Next question, and in 1998 we can write 5 complete and 1 incomplete symbol represent total number of students in the year 1998. Whenever we have in such a way where half symbol is given or shown, then we can write 5 complete and 1 incomplete. It means it is half. The next, now in this question B, here it has been told to show the pictograph by using one symbol for 50 students, one symbol for 50 students. So, if we were having 400 students, so we need to show double symbols for the students for the year 1996, because one symbol indicates 50 students. So, for 1996 year we have this many symbols. 1998 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 and half, 10 and half. It means 550, 550, it means half. Actually 535 it is given in the question. So, 50 it is less than 50. So, we have shown again the half of the symbol here. Then 2000 also we have the students 875, that is more than 50. So, we have shown again by half symbol. Then 2002 we were having 600, so 12 symbols we have shown, and 2004 we were having 650. So, we have shown in this way. Okay. So, by seeing this we can easily tell which is more informative, which is more informative. Here in the table A we can easily see that 1996 400 students are there. In 1998 we have 500 complete students and 550 we can say, because it denotes half, and half of 100 it means 50, but in actually we have it as 535, 535. So, if we use the same table, the other table for pictograph, that is one symbol indicates 50 students, we get clear idea, that is in 1996 we have 400 students, in 1998 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 multiplied by 50, so we get 500, and it is half, it means half of 50, we can tell it as 25, so 525. So, this gives a near about number, table B gives the near about number of students in the year 1998, but here it is difficult for us to understand whether it is 550, more than 550 or less than 550. In the table B we can easily understand the number of students that are less than 550 or more than 550. So, we can say that pictograph B, which has one symbol is equal to 50 students, representation is more informative than pictograph B, Okay. So, pictograph B is more informative. So, in the exercise 9.3 also we have same type of questions. So, we will see, but here we need to solve by using bar graph, So, this we can see in the next episode. So, students, till now we have seen the examples from exercise 9.1 and exercise 9.2, wherein solve the representation of data by using various methods, by using tally marks, by when a table is given we need to gather the data from the table and arrange by using tally marks. Then we have also seen the pictograph, wherein by seeing the pictograph we can answer the questions, and in some questions we need to draw the pictograph by using the given information. So, in the next class we will see more about how to solve bar graph and its measurements and all. Thank you, students.